Your turn to practice now. So I'm going to start you off with the function. I'll read it out. X to the fourth minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, same thing you did in the lesson just now. You're going to first of all graph. Now, before we put this on our graph, we want to use the calculator. Okay, so I've still got the last one in here. So x to the fourth minus 3x to the third minus 3x squared plus 7x plus 6. Yeah, always good to double check, make sure everything's looking pretty good. Okay. So we'll give it a little bit of time to graph. It looks kind of like a skewed W shape. You're going to start to see some shapes look like letters. Some just look like a set of rolling hills. You're going to see some functions that are starting to look kind of crazy, but it's okay. These model some interesting things in real life, and we'll start to talk about those also. So we're going to, same things we just did in the lesson. Let's come down to our zeros, relative, max and min, and y-intercept. So first of all, zeros, probably second trace, 5 is what most of y'all prefer. What's going on right here is that we're just touching the x-axis. Okay, this one right here, if you couldn't see my cursor, we're just touching the x-axis. So if I do enter 3 times, I found out that that one, still calculating, huh? Ooh, this one might get complicated. Oh, no, I finally did it. It says it's negative 0.99 is repeated. Basically, just round that to 1. I don't know why it does that. If it gives you a string of 9s, just round up. So that's negative 1. Okay, so at negative 1, I'm going to put a dot for a 0. Okay, I have 2 more here. So second trace, intersect. All right, we'll move over to the next one. We'll do the one in the middle. Looks like that one is at 2. Okay, so put a dot at 2 on the graph. Okay, and the last one, second trace, intersect. Oh, went too far that time. That would move a little faster than I expected. All right, looks like probably about 3, and yep, sure is. Okay, so negative 1, 2, and 3 on our graph. Those are our 3 zeros. All right, relative max. Well, let's see. We've got a W shape. Goes up forever on both ends, but cutting those off in the middle, you have this highest point right here. So second trace, maximum. All right, well, let's, if this is a mountain or a hill, we're on the left side first because it says left bound down here. My cursor's flashing right here on the left. Okay, top the hill, come over to the right somewhere, hit enter again and again, and let it do its work. All right, so 8.6 is my maximum. Whoops. And you've got, let's see, it says 0.68, so yeah, about somewhere in here. You can approximate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.6. So somewhere in there is your maximum. I really don't care how accurate your sketch is. I just care that this number's right. And we're rounding here, so 1 decimal place is usually good. If I want more, I'll tell you. I'll tell you to do 2 on the test, but 1's usually good. So let's do the minimum. Now, minimum can be tricky here because you've got 1 valley. Over here you got a smaller valley. So we're definitely going to go with the lowest one. So second trace, minimum. Okay. So if that was a valley, I'm on the left side 1 time, hit enter, cross over the bottom, come up to the other side. Doesn't matter how high I go as long as I go to the right of it. And that's another one. Enter again, enter 1 more time. And it looks like So 2.5 is the x, but what I care about is the y, negative 3.1, roughly. So down here, negative 3.1. I'm going to go ahead and sketch this, though. It's about, it might be hard to read. It looks like it's hard to read on the screen. I know if you're on a phone, it's really tiny. But if you're following along, it should be 2.5 for your x, about negative 3.1 for your y. So somewhere between 2.5, come down a little bit past 3. That is your minimum. Okay, and that's enough now, hopefully, to draw our sketch. Oh, one more piece, sorry. Y-intercept. Again, the easiest way to do that is just the c. I guess I should keep it on the screen for you. The c, the constant, the number by itself, that is your y-intercept. So 6 down here. Okay, so it comes down. I'm looking off at my screen, my calculator. You can do the same. Comes back up, maxes out right here, starts back down, bottoms out at this point, comes back up and just kind of goes off the screen. Of course, the arrows are not on the calculator, but yours should have the arrows. And that's it.